Hey guys, Game10 Master Do here, and welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play of SSX Tricky. In the last part, we completed the first 2 races of the first track in the game, Garibaldi. In this video, we are going to finish the race event in Garibaldi, and also finish the freestyle event of Garibaldi. We'll get into that later, but right now, we're in the final heat of the race events. So, yeah, I haven't really talked about tips on how to beat this track, but on one hand it's so easy that you really shouldn't have any problems with it. Like, I guess I'm just saying it easy, and I shouldn't say it's easy because some new players might not think it's easy, but I'm just, they give you a lot of room for error in this track. You've seen in the last video how many times I've wiped out and made mistakes, and yet I still got first place. So yes, they give you a lot of error room, and it should be no problem for you, especially if you get all 7 tricky letters. Actually, it's 6 tricky letters. I never realized that. I always thought it was 7. Whatever. Anyways, other things that are worth mentioning is that there are the same shortcuts there are in SSX 3 as they are in SSX Tricky. Like, if you see kind of a window box that's glass and it says SSX Tricky, if you break through that glass, then it's a shortcut, so to speak. It's not always a shortcut because, you know, some of them are not just, they're called shortcuts, but they really don't speed your time up or speed your player up. But anyway, so yeah, look out for those SSX Tricky billboard sign things when you're racing and you're in last place, because they'll give you a pretty good boost and get you back on track so that you're not in last place. Other things, one thing to keep in mind when you're racing is that the lower you jump, the less air time you have. So that means you spend more time on the ground traveling than doing tricks, which sometimes is a good thing because you don't always want to be in the air. You lose speed when you're in the air. You get more trick points, which is always awesome. And you can do more uber tricks, but I mean, sometimes it's worth it more to just not do the jump and just kind of ride over it instead of taking the jump and getting big air. I'm playing with Mac since Griff isn't in this game, and Mac is more of a freestyle character than a racing character. So if you choose Mac as your character to play through the game, you might have a little bit of trouble in the races. You can, like, he's not an extremely difficult character to play with in racing. Like, I'm racing with Mac and I'm doing completely fine, but it's just that he's definitely more of a trick character. He has a higher trick stat than... He has the highest trick stat in the game. He has the highest base trick stat in the game. So, yeah, he's really good for freestyle events. If you're having trouble with racing, play a few freestyle, get the medals, get the skill points. I'll talk about skill points later. And then you can go back to racing when... your Mac is maxed out.
You've won a gold medal.
Anyways, so I got a gold medal. I got first place in the Garibaldi racing event. I got a new board. In fact, I got all these unlockables as you saw there. And that's it. Okay, here we go. Here's my skill points section. Basically, every time you win an event, depending on whether you got a bronze, silver, or gold medal, they'll give you a certain amount of skill points which you can spend on your character. The better you do, the more skill points you get. So, you can, if you get a gold medal, I think you get 6 skill points. Anyways, I used my skill points to solely upgrade my trick stat for Mac. Oh, you get this little cool animation every time you rank up. I'll talk about ranking up later. But back to skill points. So you really, when you have skill points, you really have to choose carefully on what you want to upgrade, because it really does matter in the end. here, like I said, I upgraded the trick stat of Mac because I'm going to a freestyle event. After I'm done this freestyle, I'll be upgrading his racing stats, edging, stability, and speed. With Mac, you're gonna want to either upgrade his tricks or his stability first. His stability sucks so much. Every time you just graze an object, you'll crash. I swear, it's so stupid. But see, now with a higher skill, higher trick stat, I was able to do a bunch of spins and flips faster than I normally would have. So yeah, it's a pretty good system. I really like it. I like it better than the SSX tricks stat system, where you just go into the shop and you buy them. I find that really stupid. I also find it stupid in SSX how each character technically has the same stats, while in this game, each character has individual special stats. Like Mag has the highest tricks count. I think Aerosol has the best speed in the game. I'm not sure about that, I think. But yeah. No, about the other characters. When you start the game, you only have about 4 or 5 characters unlocked. But as you earn gold medals, characters will unlock for you. And like I said, each character has different stats, so you might want to consider changing characters if you don't like one character's stats. But personally, all I need is Mac and his extremely high trick stat. I love the tricks in this game, so it's kind of a no-brainer. Anyways, about the freestyle events of Garibaldi, it is easy. All you need to do is do a few uber tricks, hit some multipliers. Multipliers are back in this game, and you're golden. I got the gold medal literally 30 seconds into the race, so that just kind of proves how easy it is. All I'm really doing is seeing how high of a trick score I can get, crashing all the way down. But yeah, so if you didn't know, freestyle events are different from races. In freestyle events, you only get 1 heat, and you're going for the highest trick score possible. Some pointers I should mention are that in these events, do as many uber tricks as possible. In this game, uber tricks are overpowered in the sense that they give you so many points. They give you 10,000 over that amount. It's insane, especially with the multiplier bonus. You get your scores so high. So tip number 1, do as many uber tricks as possible in the freestyle events. Tip number 2, get as many multipliers as possible. The multipliers are those gigantic spinning, floating snowflakes that are everywhere. Yellow snowflakes are a 2 times multiplier, orange snowflakes are a 3 times multiplier, and red snowflakes are a 5 times multiplier. Unfortunately, there is no 10 times multiplier in this game, so you can't rack up your points as high as you could normally. But it's still a pretty good bonus. So if you do an uber trick while getting a multiplier bonus, then it doubles your points, triples, quintuples, and it's really, really useful and really, really good for the game. Also, that's not in this game, is that there are no combos. Technically there are. I'll talk about combos in the next video, but let's just say there's no combos, so don't worry about doing a bunch of tricks in order to keep your combo going. Anyways, I got a gold medal in the Garibaldi race event. I got a new rank, and so yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, rate, subscribe, check my other videos, check out my channel, and I'll see you guys later.
Congratulations! Your top 3 placing has opened up your next challenge, the Snow Dream venue. Nice riding. You're moving on. Look out! You now rank as a contender.